Oh, well, we are enjoying the Swiss flavors that's running through the show, and of course the theme that's been on the show throughout the day. Now we're in the kitchen. We're about to make something known as bear claws, or also pronounced as Bärentatzen. I think I just butchered that name.
It's got the what? The knippy
the umlaut on the A.
It's got the two. So I don't know why you've got to carry it on, but look at that. The bear is so important. It's actually on the coat of arms in one of the biggest cities there. So that's why it's so vital. It's part of their DNA.
It's vital. And Nespresso is it's home of its birthplace. So we are going to be paying tribute to that by incorporating that into our bear claws.
And the Mac Daddy, the George Clooney, the Voluto, which is absolutely beautiful. It's got a lovely flavor intensity. It's quite fruity and biscuity. It's got a flavor intensity 4. So I think it's going to work well as an ingredient in our Bärentatzen. Okay.
Bärentatzen.
So I'm going to do the hard part. There's a lot of ingredients, so please forgive me if I forget something. So we've got wet and we've got dry ingredients, and we're going to do the wet ones first, then we'll mix the dry, and then we'll incorporate them together to make the kind of dough that we're going to be. And this dough, I think you're going to dig.
Oh,
I think you're going to be eating it straight out of this bag.
Tasting the raw things.
Okay,
so can I make an espresso for you?
Please do that. That's going to go part of our wet ingredients, and you don't need a huge amount of it because obviously the coffee has a strong flavor, and you don't want it to overpower everything else. So the espresso is perfect. Here we've got butter, room temperature butter, and of course you can find the full kind of metrics of the ingredients going in on our website, expressoshow.com. I've got our syrup going in, and these guys, skrik vir niks, they're not for the faint of heart. They are sweet, they are delicious, they are lovely. 2 egg whites going in.
There we go.
I'm going to add our coffee.
It smells good.
It smells good. Look at that crema. Just take a look at that. Look at the crema on that, the head. Absolute magic, man.
That is amazing.
I know people say I'm obsessed with coffee, but it's Nespresso's fault. They've turned me.
But this one's amazing. It's got a medium roast, like you said. It's really incredible, and it's going to work really, really well with our ingredients today.
And this is really difficult. No, it's not that difficult. Luckily, the batter starts to incorporate quite quickly with the warm coffee. Just got to keep working at it, and then I'm going to add our icing sugar as well. And basically, you just want these things all to mix together. It's not going to whip up with the egg whites in it. You're just looking to incorporate everything together. There we go. That's starting to look good.
And you obviously want a smooth texture, smooth consistency.
And that's starting to mix beautifully there. And it smells absolutely amazing. These guys look, and they really do look like bear claws, eh?
Yeah. Do you want me to do that for you, and then you move over to your dry ingredients? I'm happy to help you.
Turn your fitness watch on and go.
There we go.
Do it. Okay, so I've got the dry ingredients. There's a lot here, and there's a secret ingredient coming into this that is quite confusing to me, but it's there. Okay, so we're going to start with our normal flour, not self-raising flour. We don't want these guys to raise, so it's just normal cake flour. Here we've got clove and we've got nutmeg. So these guys have got a lovely spicy flavor profile. Okay, I'm going to add more of our spices. We've got allspice going in, and this one is ginger, before I forget.
There we go.
Okay, then our allspice going in. Then we've got cinnamon, so you can see quite a well-rounded kind of flavor profile. Then get this, Zoe, and I thought this was someone trying to punk me. Can you guess what this is?
Can I smell it?
Okay, you can. What do you think?
Is that nutmeg?
Coriander. Coriander, get out of here. Get out of here. I think there maybe someone is punking me, I don't know, but I am told you don't even taste it. So I'm like, why are you putting it?
Because I know how you feel about fresh coriander.
I know, but maybe this is a way I can kind of start to ease into it. Then we've got our cocoa, which is going to help give it that beautiful color profile and add more flavor intensity. Then almond flour, which is a beautiful thing to incorporate in baking. It adds the most amazing texture. It really is awesome. So these are our dry ingredients. And again, you just need to incorporate them all together. How's our mixture looking?
I think our coffee was maybe a little too hot. What are the chances it boiled our egg whites?
Have you made scrambled egg? No, I think that's okay. We'll run with it, man.
We'll run with on this.
Okay, I'm going to grab our wet ingredients. That's so funny. Do you think we made...
I feel like we made scrambled eggs, but hey, I think maybe wait for your coffee to cool down a little bit.
If it is scrambled eggs, we will take it and we will enjoy it. And then we're going to add our dry ingredients. It's going to be the most unusual, delicious scrambled eggs you've ever had
This is our bear claws version. There we go. Of course, we do have this recipe available for you. You can find it on our website, expressoshow.com, and you can just look for the Nespresso Bärentatzen recipe. There we go. I feel like I pronounce it differently every time I say it.
I know.
Bärentatzen.
Okay, and that's starting to incorporate nicely. It's actually mixing together all right. I think it's just the butter.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, no, that's starting to come together quite well. And yeah, this is kind of the perfect consistency. You don't want it to be too runny because it needs to hold its shape once you've piped it. But look at that.
See, we didn't make scrambled egg. I think it was just the butter that had an interesting texture to it. So do you want me to whip up our glaze for us?
Okay, so you can make the glaze as I attempt the actual bear claw. And this is why I'm so nervous for this and I'm kind of again sweating. Because now I've got to actually make the bear claw shape. I've been told how to do it, but I just don't know.
So our glaze is just some icing sugar and water, and I'm just giving it a good little mix.
Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm told you press quite hard.
There we go.
That's kind of almost there, I think.
Put in some arm muscle.
There we go. Look at that. There we are.
That's the bear claw.
I got it. So the key here is a lot of pressure when you begin and then lessen the pressure as you go out.
Look how cute those are.
I know, man. Mine's like a little bear. It's like
but it's
a little cute little bear.
Tiny bear claw. And then I will glaze it for us.
And these go into the oven 180 degrees until they are done. So just keep an eye on them. It really won't take very long. Yay.
I like that this is an easy recipe, something for the kids to get involved in.
I'm getting it now, man. I'm figuring it out.
You've got the hang of it.
I've got
and then
the hang
you just glaze it with some icing sugar, and you've got your own little bear claws.
Beautiful. Well done, Zoe.
Thank you. This is good. I feel like we need to try one.
This is breakfast, yeah.
This is breakfast.
Okay, I'm going to do one last one, and then why don't you go across there and taste one?
I will grab our completed
Please tell me if you can, before I eat it, tell me if you can taste the coriander.
A little bit more professional. Okay, I'm going to go for it.
I'm going to go on with lots of glaze.
Oh, it's chocolatey. It's got a spicy flavor to it, but you do not taste the coriander at all.
And the almond flour is key. The texture is amazing. I would eat that whole batch. Absolutely beautiful. ExpressoShow.com is where you can find this recipe and all of our Swiss culinary inspiration for the day. Absolutely beautiful. I would even dip it in some chocolate.
This is good with a cup of coffee.
With every cup, we cultivate some of the finest coffee in the world, celebrating farmers as artists, elevating every coffee moment, because with every cup, precious coffee preserves the beauty of our world. Nespresso, what else?